Some tips for launching sweepstakes from Rich Ads. Ask our manager to prepare a pack of creatives for your sweeps offer. They will do it for free. Rich Ads can also prepare a whitelist of sources to start with. This means that you will start with the best traffic in their network. If you launch a multi-language country like India, for example, you can use two languages at one creative, Hindi and English, so you can use them both. How it can look. You duplicate the ad text and place them on the push ad. Mobile converts better than desktop traffic. Just for you to know, here at Richards, 96% of push ads come from mobile devices. Use this information when you will set up your first campaign. Create two separate campaigns to test. In 80% of cases, mobile will work better, but there is still that 20%. Don't lose them. And newer Androids converts better than old ones. Choose versions from 7 to 11, and Chrome browser is the king.
One of the things that I like to call the wine rule, wine, is that the good stuff is hidden. So in Portugal, for example, I'm Portuguese. In the north of the country, it's common for families to have bottles of wine, like a place to store wine in a basement. And we have a saying, which is the good wine is always hidden. And you should think about this and remember this when you are working with networks. Most networks have thousands of offers, like 1,000, 2,000 offers, but they have top partners on both affiliate side and also advertiser side. And most of the time, they have some offers that are hidden to specific affiliates. Now, this is normal. You need to be aware of this. And based on this, you need to understand that this happens because the network is here to help the affiliates succeed. And these offers are hidden because the top guys have a proven track record to deliver good quality traffic and good volumes. So it's important for you to know this so that then I can talk to you about the next pro tip, which is the relationship. The most important thing that you can have with a network is not the offers that the network has, is the relationship. Because if you have a good relationship with your account manager, this guy will work for you behind the scenes. He will try to convince the top advertisers to work with you. He will try to convince the financial department to pay you even faster than the normal conditions. He will be your bodyguard inside the company. So having a good relationship with an account manager that you know is absolutely crucial because this guy is going to be your face inside the company. So it's important that you need to create win-win situations. For example, I'm an account manager. I have a lot of accounts, but of course, I have my top guys. I have my top 10, top 15 guys that deliver most of the revenue because they send quite a lot of traffic. And these guys, I have a much bigger degree of trust than some guy that I just met last week. So each day we receive requests. Please give more payout. Please give more CR. Please, you have to understand that this type of request is something that every network, every affiliate manager receives. So he will not really pay much attention if you just say this and you don't give anything in return. It's absolutely crucial that you have a more transparent relationship with your account manager so that he can see that he will gain something from you and you will gain something from him if you work together. For example, let's say you have an offer that is profitable or it's break even and you need 10% more ECPM. Something that you can do is you can show him and speak with him and show him the stats from the tracker and tell him, look, I have this campaign, it's doing really good, but it's not yet profitable. If I have 10% or 20% more payout, I will be able to be profitable. And with this way, I can bring you more traffic. I can give you 2 times the traffic, 3 times the traffic. So can I please have a payout increase, or can you try to negotiate a payout increase for me? And then with this, he will of course be interested in helping you out. So it's absolutely crucial that you create relationship with account managers that is long term, that is proven to bring good results for both sides. So, for example, I have been working in this industry for 6 years, and I have some affiliates that I've known for 4 or 5 years. They are practically family already, because when I meet with them face to face in events, they are practically almost family. So it's important that you create this relationship with your account managers so that they can be your defender inside the company. Now let's talk about the Pareto rule that I briefly mentioned earlier. I studied economics when I was in my younger days, and one of the more interesting things that we have in economics is the Pareto principle. What is the Pareto principle? The Pareto principle is a rule in economics that states that 80% of the results of your job comes from 20% of your effort. And this rule happens in all facets of life. If you check, I don't know, as an example, the division of wealth in a country, you will see usually it's 85% for the top 20. If you check income distribution, is the same. And in marketing, in digital marketing, is the same. This means that you have to be prepared to see 80% of your campaigns failing, okay? 80% of your campaigns failing is an absolutely normal statistic. However, 20% of the campaigns will be profitable. And these 20% will pay for all of the traffic that you spent and will also be your real profit. So this means that you need to test 100%. So this means that, like I was speaking in the beginning, you need to test as much as possible. You need to test new offers, you need to test new traffic sources, you need to test new landing pages, you need to test new countries, you need to test. Because when you are testing something, you are basically paying for data that you can then use a tracking software to check what is working, what is not, and based on this you can then cut what is not working and really scale what is working. So be aware of this rule, because I understand that it can be low morale or demoralizing to see a lot of campaigns failing, but this is normal in this industry. It's normal that you see much of it fail, but then 20% of it is really profitable. So it's important for you to test as much as possible in order to find that 20% of really good results. For example, as an account manager, I can guarantee you that 80% of the revenue that I manage of my portfolio come from 20% of my affiliates. So 20% of my affiliates generate 80% of my revenue. So of course, like I mentioned in the previous slide, I will focus on these guys because they are the ones who are doing really good results. So when you are creating your own campaigns, you need to be aware of this economics rule. Next, right setup. So we spoke about making sure that the tracking is working properly. And this is important, yes. But you also need to make sure that if the tracking is properly done, your own setup is also well done. So for example, earlier I mentioned that Middle East is a top market for us in Mobidea, for sweepstakes. Most of the languages in these countries of the devices are English or Arabic, which means that if you receive traffic where the browser language is, I don't know, Swahili or Kenyan or something like this, this traffic is usually usually does not convert, okay? Because the offer itself is in Arabic or English. And in these cases, most of the time you can save around 5%, 10%, depends on the traffic source, depends on the traffic network. You can save around 5 or 10% already of ad spending with no effect on the revenue that you make. Now, 5 or 10% does not seem like a lot, but just think about it. What is the first rule that we spoke before? You need to test a lot. And if you can save 5 or 10% of your costs, you can make it's like a free test every 10 tests. So this adds up. So when you are looking for new offers, check if there is something at the setup level that you can already take advantage. Can be languages, can be browsers, can be the type of devices, can be the operating system. This is something that you need to ask your account manager on a network. This is me in the case of Movidia, or you can ask, or you can check on the offer description. Most of the time, the offer description will say this offer allows all carriers and the entire country, but only allows Android. So then you know, okay, I will cut everything else. Or even just the languages. If you are promoting something in an African country, like for example Angola, let's say, or South Africa, usually English is okay, and the local language, okay? In the other languages, normally you can just cut them out, and you will not see a drop on the revenue, but you will see a small drop on the costs. And this adds up. More, like I was saying, the payout is not everything. It's absolutely crucial that you test the same offer from different networks, okay? Because this industry, for the network side, you have hundreds of different networks, and the same offer can have very different payouts on the offer on the network side. For example, we have seen networks giving offers where the payout is higher than the advertiser payout, which doesn't make any sense. However, the CR is much lower. So what does this mean for you when you are creating your campaigns and promoting your own campaigns? It's absolutely crucial that you test the same offer from different networks. Let's say you find an offer that the price is win 1,000 euro gift card, and you have this offer from network A or network B, and network B has twice the payout. Now, what you should do is you should test both networks, because the first one with half of the payout might have twice the CR. Okay, so it's absolutely crucial that if the offer is the same, the landing page is the same, you need to test both networks, because for you, what matters is not the payout or the conversion rate. What matters for you is the CPM, because you are buying clicks, you are buying traffic, so you know what is the average cost per click. So you need to maximize the average revenue per click, which means that split testing is important because it will allow you to find the offer with the highest eCPM, the highest revenue per 1,000 clicks. Okay, so this is why it's absolutely crucial that you split test, even if it's the same offer with different payouts from different networks.